When I was a kid, I'd beg my parents, just like any other kid would, to buy me a toy. One week it would be a Hot Wheels, the other week it would be some Power Rangers figurine, the other week it would be Lego, Pokemon cards. But the concept of when we're children, novelty is what we want. You know, children get bored quickly, and typically they're not great at staying focused. And I've always had that trait in me where I'm constantly seeking to do loads of new things and try out loads of different hobbies, and uh, I want to know everything. I have the bad habit of wanting to know everything. I love applying myself to new hobbies, but that can also be my biggest downfall. And that's because of one thing. When I have all these different interests, I spread myself out way too thin. I start to overthink. I start to go from one thing to another. And that's why I can never make any solid progress that I really want to in big goals. It's because I have too many. Even there, you can kind of see I've written down my goals for this year. I've written down like 10, 15 goals. And that's because I want to achieve loads of things, which is great. And that's not a bad thing to be ambitious. But it can also be my biggest weakness because it leads to me just constantly overthinking. The biggest example, and where I realized this, was when I was planning to do content, which is a whole separate topic, that planning stuff isn't actually doing it. Like this video is sitting down in front of the camera, actually doing something, whereas planning doesn't do anything. Yes, it's good to plan, but that's separate. This kind of addiction to wanting to be meticulous in everything and intellectual and perfect holds me back the most out of anything in life. And it's why I've not made any real progress with my content journey. But I think I was in bed, like about to sleep last night. The conclusion I came to essentially is I need to do less, but do it a lot. That made no sense. Pick one thing and stick to it, essentially. I was overthinking on what niche I should go for on Instagram to grow my page. And then I wrote down like 5 things. Oh, I want to do fitness and running because I like running. I want to do lifestyle and self-improvement because I like reading about that and learning about it and improving myself. I want to do content stuff and entrepreneur. I just started writing down about 100 ideas onto the page. And then I spotted myself doing it, and I was like, that's my biggest downfall right there. Because I can't just do one thing and stick to it to actually get good at it. So the value, I guess, from this video is, if you're someone like me who's kind of ADHD prone, I don't want to self-diagnose ADHD because it's like become a trend in the last few years for everyone to say they have ADHD. And I don't think it's that. I think I'm just very novelty seeking, and I just love trying loads of things and being interested in loads of things and being like a well-rounded kind of person. But honestly, it's kind of like holding me back. So I just wanted to like come out and say that, and to maybe, if you're struggling with the same thing and you feel like in life that you don't have a clue, like, because you're just spreading yourself too thin, you're going out in all these different directions, and it's not a bad thing, but it's just about controlling it. And essentially the planning again, but the action that I'm going to take is that for my Instagram, I'm going to keep it completely fitness and running focused. Now, that's not to say that I won't be sharing my personality and my stories and my life lessons and my authentic self, because at the end of the day, I know that's how I'm going to stand out in a niche that's so saturated. Everyone likes to say, oh, things are saturated. But no one's going to beat you at being yourself. You know, you are an individual, you're one, so no one else can beat you at that. So you have that advantage. And that's what I'm going to play into. Just be myself through my content and show my personality while staying focused on running and fitness, because that's like my key priority right now. Is I've got the London Marathon in April, end of April, and that's my main focus. So keep all my content on Instagram, running and fitness and that stuff related, whilst throwing my personality in there, creating talking videos like this, but for Instagram form, and growing that way, and not trying to speak about everything, because then you kind of attract nobody. You know, if I stick to a niche and execute on it, I'll build an audience of people who know me for this one thing, and then hopefully if my personality is good enough and I'm authentic enough and they connect with me and I'm relatable, then people will follow me and I'll grow a community of that. Then you can start going into phases where you change up what you talk about, and you can talk about other things I'm interested in. Like, I am interested in business and I want to start my own business, and I've been doing business quietly, but I want to document it. So maybe I'll start talking about that, but at the beginning, because that's where I'm right at the start right now, I need to pick one thing and stick with it. And I think if you also want to, start making content, or just you want to get good at something in general in life, that you should just stick to one thing and just do it, and just do it a lot, because it takes a lot of repetitions. Just like my first video was terrible, and this video I'll probably look back on in a year's time and think it was terrible, but these are all just practice and these are just reps. So without getting too off topic, the main value I want you to take away from this video is pick something, stick to it, do it loads of times, and that's how you... The plan with the YouTube channel is a bit different. It's to allow my ADHD brain to, do different things. I'm not going to make my YouTube fully fitness and running related. I'll show behind the scenes of that, but for YouTube, I kind of want to just do videos like these where I just talk at the camera and really document the behind the scenes of the journey, show more vlog style, more cinematic, so I can explore that side of my interests on YouTube, because it's a bit more long format. It's built for people who actually have an attention span, so they can watch long videos, like raw point of view, lifestyle, vlog kind of content. And yeah, that's how I'm delineating and detaching the two social medias I want to grow, and just being focused, really just honing down on what I need to do. So yeah, hopefully that was useful. If you watched all the way through, then comment beautiful. Comment beautiful if you've watched all the way through. So yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.